Cheryl Swoots, if you look at the numbers for Sharday Houston. Swoots has cramps in her right hamstring, and so she's questionable. The right hamstring is cramping, but it's actually pretty good news that that's all it is. And there isn't more to it. There's no muscle tear or strain or anything like that. So Swoots right now is questionable. She left in the second quarter tonight. We're about to begin the second half of basketball. Seattle will take it. And controlled by Tanisha Wright. And
almost a big turnover right away. They're definitely trying to pick up the pace and play with more intensity.
Full court pressure from Minnesota. Here's Little.
Denying through the ball whenever you can. Trying to keep it out of her hands.
Gerald starts the second half with Swoots injured. There's an offensive rebound from Swin Cash. Cash guarded by Augustus, and now the double team from Anasike comes over. Knocked away and stolen finally by Nicole Oldie. Pushed up ahead. This is Noelle Quinn. Quinn played just 8 minutes in that first half.
Sharday Houston up immediately, coming in right away to start the second half. Over at the scorer's table.
Oldie goes with the left hand and throws it in. Nicole Oldie's third basket this afternoon.
That was an oldie but a goodie, Marnie.
Oh, yikes. Give me a heads up when you're going to...
No, I prefer to surprise you with those.
That was Oldie's second basket, but the stats are updating faster than I can even look at them, so I assumed it was going to be 3. She's 2 for 4 with 4 points. And now we see Oldie heading to the bench, and Sharday Houston right back in.
Oldie says, hey, what's the rap? I just scored a bucket.
She said, I had an oldie, but a goodie. Bird to Eli.
Turnover almost.
Shira Eli nearly lost it. They'll call a jump ball. Inside the scramble there was Houston. And there's Augustus 0 for 7.
Definitely looks like there's a little bit more pep in the Lindsay's steps coming out of that second half.
Houston and Eli will jump it up at the free throw line. Tip goes to Bird. And Cash will take the 3 short off the rim. Another offensive rebound by Seattle. The Storm has been crashing that glass here in the second half. Bird is looking at Wright, or Little, excuse me, and Little put that one in as she was falling down. Camille Little. It's not really one you draw up, Mike.
No, but as we mentioned, they don't give you points for, although the Olympics are coming up, they don't give you points for degrees of difficulty like they do in diving or gymnastics. It's just about getting the basketball in the hoop.
Little miss. She's only been with this team for a month. Traded exactly a month ago, June 22nd, from Atlanta for a second-round pick in 2009. Augustus hits a 2 from the baseline, and that's her first field goal of the afternoon.
That was a welcome sight for Lynx fans.
It's got to feel good to get that first one in. I mentioned she had 11 straight in San Antonio Saturday. She finished 12 of 15. This afternoon, she's 1 of 8.
She's a scorer, and she can score in bunches and in streaks, so it wouldn't surprise me at all to see her come back with a strong second half.
Little missed, and Osike had the rebound, and Quinn pushes it up. And they go inside. There's Sharday Houston with her first shot of the second half. It's off the front of the rim.
Houston wants the ball. You can tell she feels confident right now. Going up with it right away as soon as it touches her hands.
Bird from the baseline. Sue Bird has 15 points.
It's tough, man. I was trying to face guard her and lose sight of her for just a second. She's smart enough to go back door and get an open shot.
Augustus shoots over Eli. Tried to make it 2 straight. That was a tough shot, and it did not fall. Minnesota lost by 25 points earlier this season at Seattle. Anasike grabs that one as well, and Augustus has it. It was the biggest margin of victory for Seattle and the biggest margin of defeat for Minnesota. A miss and a rebound came to Tanisha Wright, and now Wright has it back. 34-43, Seattle has the lead. We are in the third quarter at Target Center on Kids Day. Cash Whips into the lane. Finally grabs it. It was a loose ball on the pass from Sue Bird as Swin Cash juggled it, but then put it in. And Cash is into double figures with 11 points. And there's a foul on Wright, pushing against Noelle Gwynn.
That's her second, team first.
Second foul for Wright, and Augustus will inbound.
Double high screen, you set the screen, try to establish something inside.
Anasike lost her balance. A foul on Seattle.
Marnie, one of the things when you have a job of guarding somebody as tough as Sue Bird as much as she moves, you get tired legs. And DeForge has a shot, but she's moving, she's floating, she's not going straight up and down. I think she's just a little bit tired having to chase Sue Bird all around. I think it's affecting her offensive game.
Bird has a tendency to do that from time to time. Anasike misses the first. She's averaging 10 points per game over her last 8. And the previous 9 games was 6 points per game. And Anasike hits there.
Token pressure. Just trying to slow him down a little bit. Waste a little bit clock. Shot clock time.
With a 10-point lead, Seattle would like that clock to run a little more quickly, and Minnesota would like to slow it down. Wright drives left side and puts it up and in. Quinn pushes ahead. Augustus, who has 1 field goal this afternoon, swings it around to Houston. Houston nearly lost the dribble. Found it, shot it, missed. Cash. Nice look ahead as Seattle pushes it up. Shira Eli caught Minnesota's defense sleeping.
Look for a timeout here probably by the Lynx. And they've got one coming up.
And there it is. The timeout called by Don Zierden as he'll try to get his club to regroup. Seattle builds a 14-point lead. 49-35 Seattle leads. Let's go over to Natalie.
Thanks, Marnie. Tonight, as you know, is Lynx Kids Night, and it is a night where the Lynx commit to bringing as many kids as possible into a single game, and they really put their focus on these kids. So we've got a lot of mascots running around. They had a dodgeball game, mascots versus fans during halftime, and it is also Powell's birthday. The best thing about it is they've got over 12,000 fans in attendance tonight. Average is just over 6,000, so it's a hugely attended game, and I'm sure that both you and Mike can attest to the volume in here, which is a major factor.
What? I can't hear you.
Exactly.
The average age of the fan here this afternoon is about 8. Thank you, Natalie. Sharday Houston hit a field goal in the previous attempt. There's a miss from the Lynx, and now Seattle will bring it back again. Minnesota's field goal percentage is still dwindling, though, at 32%. And Tanisha Wright will help Seattle's with that make.
Lynx are in trouble, Marty. Simone usually hits those shots. Seattle's getting some surprise offensive production. Things need to turn around quickly.
It was a 10-3 Seattle run, and Nikki Anasike will help out Minnesota's cause there. Anasike has 9 points. She's 3 of 4. She also has 6 rebounds. Wright is guarded by DeForge. Cash drives again. Aggressive move from Swin Cash. And Swin has 13 points. Just behind Sue Bird's 15. Augustus misses another.
Those just go down all the time for her.
Not today. This afternoon, she's 1 for 11. So the scoring will have to come elsewhere. Anasike tries and misses. The rebound, though, is up and in, and it's Candace Wiggins. Another bench player for Minnesota. Wiggins has 4 points. So both teams have picked it up a little bit offensively here, but Minnesota's not been able to gain any ground. Or not much anyway, and that doesn't help. Cash again.
Got to stay with her.
Swin
She's
Cash.
somebody you can't afford to help off on because they're going to find her and she's going to hit shots just like Sue Bird on the rim here.
Back-to-back makes for Cash, who has 15 points. And there's a turnover for Minnesota. Let's look at Candace Wiggins making her first field goal this afternoon.
Candace is somebody that has to really pick up the offensive scoring right now. And as opposed to defensive scoring, she has to pick up the offense and bring some points for the Lynx right now because they need to score points in a hurry.